Oh yeah.
Across the northern sky, where the storm winds churn, rides a legend carved in fire. They call him Captain Kearn, with a maker's hand and a warrior's soul. He stands unbroken where the thunder rolls. He forges worlds from gold and steel, turns battles chaos into something.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome. What's up, John?
Raise your horns and let them burn for the strength of Captain Kearn. Breaker of limits, builder of dreams, he sails through quests on electric streams. Storms may rise and shadows turn, still we follow Captain.
Mythic, thank you for that tier 1 sub. Girdman, what's happening? Jonathan, what's going on, buddy?
No mountain too jagged, no puzzle too deep, no dragon of doubt he cannot sweep. Crafting glory with every stride, the northern clans march at his side. Raise your horns and let them burn for the legend.
Santa, what's going on? How are you? Alan,
Warrior of pixels, master of
you follow even though you don't know me.
claiming his name.
You probably followed me through the viral video that happened a while back.
Of Captain Kearn.
Hey, I have a package that just got delivered. Precious, fallen from Africa. Well, welcome, my friend. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's stream. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to my workshop. Today, we're talking about all of my ridiculous projects. I am overwhelmed and swamped at the moment. And behind me, over on the table here, we have some of them. Just some of them. I kind of got lucky over the last week and a half, and I gained a few sponsors. And they sent me stuff. Remind me of the viral videos? Thank you, my friend. Thank you. But there's a few things on the table that were sponsored, not many. Some of the stuff hasn't even arrived yet. Lord Almighty, it's going to be fun. But we have a number of projects we got to catch up on. And look, we're going to start walking everybody. Whoa, wait. Go away, camera. We got a number of projects that we're going to be walking everybody through and how we're going to get things finished up and get things started on some of them. So a couple streams ago, we started the Johnny 5 project. This guy right here, let me go around the table. The Ender 5 project right here. So this guy right here, we got most of it built. This is just the beginning. It'll be turning into a Mercury 1. If you don't know what that is, it's a more advanced DIY build up from the Ender 5 and the Ender 5 Plus. Right now, we're just doing a basic upgrade to get this old printer into a modern working day printer. And I built this little stand, by the way, for my drinking horn. Goal! I'm going to be putting that up on Maker Wheel here very soon. But this is almost done. So this will be the first project that we finish. And we're going to be working on it a little bit today. Then moving over, we have the Ender 6 that we're turning into a Trident 300. We have all the parts for this. We just need to actually start working on it. This one, we're going to have to do a little bit more work on before we continue. And then as the stream goes by, we're going to be doing a lot more in-depth talking about all this. This guy right here is an Ender 3 Max Neo. One of our new sponsors, Mellow, actually sponsored us a new board. I actually bought this, a tool head. Not a tool head, but a tool head board. And one of their actual hot ends, the HeatCore 4 Lite Alps 1.1. So we're actually going to be turning this into an Ender wire. This will be the next printer project that we do for an upgrade. So yeah, lots of fun. Now, on top of that, I joined the Blaster Buddy crew. We have a Cynthia AWP build here, similar to what Projects in Dad's Garage is doing. Actually the same build, just different colors. And then finishing up over here, we are doing Nadir's fully 3D printed stealth heat press. That'll be done a little bit later today, hopefully while we're doing the stream, and we can finish that thing up. And this camera wants to do glamour close-ups. Hello, how are you? Go away. Yes, I will be doing the Blaster on Twitch only. But we are printing it over on the Elegoo Centauri Carbon. And we are doing parts for Nadir's fully 3D printed stealth press over on the Anycubic Cobra S1. And I don't have any other printers running right now. The Atlantis project, the Stargate Atlantis City Ship project, is still printing. It is still printing. What the heck is that? My Walmart delivery has been delivered. Sensation Black says, did I get that message? Just checking. Which message is that, my friend? Let me go look. Did I miss a message? What's up, Brad? How you doing, buddy? Sensation Black. I don't see a message. What message are you referring to, senor? Are you talking about a Discord message? What are we referring to? I don't see any new messages to me. Oh, yes. Yes, I did get that message. And thank you very much. So yeah, Gergman, loser. Nee. I wonder what the camera would do. Camera. Nah, 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 nah. But anyway, so how's everybody doing? It's been a little bit of a minute here. I've only been doing one stream a week because life has been busy. If you guys saw the short I put out on YouTube, life has been extraordinarily full and busy recently. and I haven't had a lot of time. And we're going to dismiss this ad break over on Twitch because you guys mean too much to me to inject ads onto you. I can only do that a couple of times. Yeah, it has been absolutely chaotic and busy. And I'm going to sit down for a moment. I have been cleaning out the backyard so that we can actually get started on the greenhouse project. As you guys know, I have a greenhouse in the backyard. That was an aquaponics greenhouse, and we're going to be bringing that back. But we're going to be doing it in a 3D printing manner. As much as we can, we're going to be 3D printing all the components to build that we can print anyhow, a new aquaponics setup. And all the connectors, and so forth. So that's going to be a fun project. I have a lot to clean out still, and since everybody else is able to work and have a job in my household other than my wife, my two sons are working. It's just me, and it's been very slow going, but it'll happen. But the beautiful thing about greenhouses is this type of greenhouse will work 365 days a year. So it doesn't have to be just summertime. But it'll be a very fun project. And it's literally 20 feet away from the workshop here. So we'll be running internet and power over to it. So it'll have lights, cameras, and all that good stuff. So we can stream from inside there. And you guys can watch things grow. Well, that's going to be fun. Olaf in summer. But we're going to be putting a double sheathing of plastic on it so we can inflate it and have an air insulation barrier in the wintertime, which will raise the temperature inside the greenhouse in the winter by about 20 degrees. And then in the summertime, we deflate it, and that keeps the temperature down. So fun times indeed. But you know what? We're actually going to do something quite fun today. Here in a little while, I'm going to jump into my Discord, and anybody that wants to, you can jump in. We can chit chat, talk about things that you guys want to do, your projects and so forth. There's no camera involved or anything like that. It's just voice chat. So we have a lot of other things to talk about. One of those is a company that I'm working with currently. Has anybody in chat heard of a company called SeekMake? Those of you that, and specifically those of you that do print on demand or any sort of thing like that, CNC stuff on demand, I'm going to show you guys something that's quite actually amazing. Just to be clear, right now, I don't get paid from these people. Right now, I'm working with them on a couple of things, and I do have my own referral code to them. We're trying something out for the next couple of weeks, and we're going to see if this works. And if it does, I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. Then I will actually make money from them. But for the next couple of weeks, I'm actually promoting them, and this is on me. But I want to see if anybody is actually interested in this type of service. It is an automated quoting system, and you can adjust the parameters on it, but it's AI driven, and it is absolutely sick. So before we get into anything else on this, let me bring up this screen here. This is SeekMake, well, the back end of it. Let's this is my profile on SeekMake. And there's a plugin that you can put on your website, and when the customer goes get quote, This is essentially what they will see. I tried to do this on my own website. For some reason, I can't log into my own website right now. The web provider's trying to fix it. But you drag and drop a file over here. Let me do this. Let's find an STL here real quick. I know this one. Everybody should recognize this STL once it uploads. Please confirm your settings. We have detected an issue. Continue anyway. Why not? Confirm and continue. This is the twerking millwright. In my cart. And I want it FDM printed. And you can select your material and the printer that I own, you want it printed on. I only have a couple of them actually uploaded. There's 15 that I can choose from, but I only uploaded a couple of them. And it automatically gives you a basic quote right on the screen of how much it will cost to print it. Now, I have done some comparisons on this, and it is actually dead nuts on. For a single unit, it'll cost roughly $10. That, I mean, it is, if you include printing time, filament, labor, the whole jazz, it's approximately $10. And I haven't really adjusted the parameters on this. The AI did it on its own. The back end of this, if we go back into the back end and go into the quoting plugin, you can change the display setup, the pricing setup, configure your pricing system, and you can go slicing based, AI based, equation based, AI pattern matching, manual quoting, and you can change all sorts of different things. Price multipliers, sheet metal, CNC machining, and from what I understand, they're adding things like laser and stuff like that. So it is a very slick system. Spawn Trooper Raiders, oh my lord. We have Spawn Trooper Raiders. What you guys doing? Welcome, I'm the captain. And you guys are welcome here. How's everybody doing? Spawn Trooper, hope you had a great stream, buddy. But yeah, so if anybody is interested in this, !seek make is the referral link. And that'll get you in. It's free to sign up to check it out. And for the basic options. And honestly, the monthly package on it is pretty damn easy. Seek, S-E-E-K. Seek make. There we go. Yeah. Why does it only say the shop? Right now, Mom Bear, we are talking about a quoting tool for 3D printing and so forth like that. Stand by a moment. Let me go figure out what happened on this, because this should not do these. That's very strange because the whole thing is there. It should read this. Oh, it's too many characters. Hold on. That would be why. Let me change that. Will it actually work? I don't know. Streamlabs being butthole. Yikes almighty. I'm not boomering anything. Odd Loxamer, what's happening? Welcome, my friend. I think that's how you pronounce that. Odex Lamar. All right, stand by, stand by, stand by. We'll just give you guys the straight link. Here, there's the link. Here, I'll post it in both chats. That way y'all have it. Y'all are mean. But one of the cool things about this is once you have an actually existing quote and they accept the quote, you have a job feed. So you don't have to actually remember anything. It's all there. And the customers have a back end that they can go into to track their jobs, the whole cool thing. Mythical, thank you for being here. We'll see you Wednesday. So if you guys have any questions, join my Discord. Ask them in the general chat or DM me on Discord. It's a very cool system, and it has actually made me want to get back into printing on demand. Let's just put it that way. I stopped because I don't have time to give quotes out. So, Heidi. But anyway, Heidi's mean to me. She's a super mod. She's always mean to me. I love her dearly, but she's mean to me. And the wind's blowing like 50 miles an hour. So if I blow away and the camera stays still, you guys know what's going on. Nobody is too old and lazy to learn Discord. Believe me. I know people that are damn near 100 using Discord. I love you bunches. Yes, I do. Anyhow, Spawn Trooper, how you doing, buddy? I hope your stream was gravy. I hope you were talking about all sorts of contentious topics. Anyway, enough of this for the moment. We'll get back into this later. I don't know. I don't know what you did wrong now. But anyway, back to the projects at hand. So over the last month or so, we did build a Voron V0, and we are still working on attaching it to the Voron PC. That is in progress. And the camera has decided it is no longer following me. There we are. So we have the Ender 3 Max Neo that we're going to turn into an Ender wire with the sponsored products from Mello. And then we have the Ender 5 that we're eventually turning into a Mercury 1, but we're simply getting it up and running with modern components. And this is one of the things that I like to do, is take older printers and make them modern functional. Same thing with the Ender 6. We're actually turning it into a Trident 300. Now, this is going to be one of my favorite things. We have the filament we're going to be using. One of my sponsors, Central 3D Printing. These guys are awesome. Go to central3dprinting.com, by the way. I have to mention that because Matt's awesome, and he's a small business, and he's growing leaps and bounds. If you guys want ABS filament and really cool PLA, he's got some really sick silk PLA now, which he didn't have before. Yeah, go visit him because he's awesome. But and then we're going to be, he's got a really sick Ambrosia. I love Matt to death, but Ambrosia has this really sick color of purple that we're going to be doing this printer in with his sparkle black. And yes, I'm going to use sparkle, even though there are people in the Voron community that frown on sparkle. But anyway, we're going to be doing a Trident 300 out of this frame. And that's pretty much all this is at this point, is a frame. Now, we're going to get into other stuff. Like I said, we also have the greenhouse project, which is a long-term project. It's going to be a 2-year build because it's an ever-evolving build, right? What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, Mamba Bear sent a Captain Kearn membership, and somebody else got the membership. Who's got the membership? SMN39 got 2 memberships and 2 different streams. Congratulations. Speaking of which, I haven't given in any memberships, have I? I don't know. Let me go look here. Let's see. Have I given a membership giving? Let's go ahead and send some memberships out on the YouTube side. I can't give you all any over on the Twitch side. Sorry. But we're going to give 5 out over there. Mumberly, you're awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you for gifting that membership. We got Daniel Scott. I am Motiva, Ramon, Pope, and Humanity got those memberships. Y'all are awesome. Congratulations. And by the way, those of you over on the Twitch side, if you got that Twitch Prime sub, it's free, and I would love you if you gave it to me. By the way, so we're going to be doing some resin printing because resin's fun and it's messy. And Ozbot is now covering up my chat, so I can't see chat. It was gifted back to Bumbear. Oh, that's hilarious. It was gifted. You don't have Cash App, but send me money. You know what? I have Cash App and I have a Venmo, and they both go to Captain Kearn. So if you guys, have money to just give away, I don't say no. And my PayPal is, that's an inside joke, by the way, but I just never pass up free money. Ever, by the way. And I do have a shirt up on Amazon, by the way. Turning spaghetti into success. That's an awesome t-shirt. It helps support the channel as well as my actual merch store, shop.captainkearn.com. I have a lot of new products up there, including this. For those of you that love big mugs, this guy is awesome. 40 ouncer, and I love it. I'm drinking water that tastes like watermelon juice. It's awesome. By the way, completely off topic, you guys will be happy to know, back in December, if anybody remembers, I weighed 310 pounds. And as of yesterday, I am down to 263. Gunhole TTV, what's happening? What drugs? Drugs? What drugs? There's no drugs around here. There's not, actually. I am down to 263 pounds, and if I continue on my current track, by my 20-year-old son's birthday, nope, no jabs, nothing. It is me laying off sweets and eating a lot of protein and less carbs. Especially since I can't exercise much due to nerve damage. So, yeah. That's what it's all about. Not as much of a carnivore diet. I still have carbs, but carnivore diet's stupid expensive and I can't afford that. But I do have a lot of protein. I would love to be on a carnivore diet, but have you priced steak lately? Holy cow. It is not cheap. It is so expensive, man. Besides, you'll find that the body itself needs carbs to actually exist. The carnivore diet works short term to lose weight quickly, but then you actually start burning muscle instead of fat because your body will actually go into survival mode because it doesn't have the energy to burn fat. It's a really interesting thing. I actually talked to a nutritionist about that. Oh, Gunhole, it's not wrong. I talked to a professional nutritionist about it. About how that actually all works. And it works short term. No, I don't think that she, by the way, is wrong. But you know, that's beside the point. This is a creator maker stream, by the way, and you know, everybody has their own opinion, and that's perfectly fine to have it. By the way, I don't begrudge anybody. But by the way, everybody's bodies are different. Nobody's body reacts the same way to anything, regardless of what anybody says. Your body reacts differently to something than my body would react to it. That's the reason they have guidelines and not hard staples, right? So everybody is different. So there is that. But in any case, my friends, so this, we have a lot more printing to do. This will be a Twitch only stream, and we're probably going to do this weekend. The nice big blaster build. I will be building my Cynthia AWP Nerf blaster before Alex does. And this big guy, we're going to put back up on the shelf. Oh, God. Because we can't do anything with that until I cut some extrusion. This one right here, we're going to leave out. Let's see. Move some stuff on this end of the workbench over here. This guy right here, we have all the parts for, but we're not starting that project today. Which leaves us, by the way, does anybody have a drinking horn? Does anybody have a drinking horn? If you would like this model, I will have this up on Maker World for printing very shortly. Gunhole, that is awesome. And I am so happy for you. But do me a favor, hit that caps lock button, brother. It's like you're yelling at the entire chat. So, blaster. Let me show you the blaster that we will be building. So, there's going to be two versions of the blaster I'm building. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-bum. Collections. Ba-da-bum. So, the first one is this guy right here. The Cynthia AWP Long Draw. This is the one we're printing right now. And it's going to be in black and this beautiful color, which matches my logo right here. And there's going to be some special scroll work that I've done on it. Yeah, kind of looks like an art. Now, that said, I am also going to, this is the actual Cynthia right here from Silly Butts, which, why am I not following him? This is the original model. I'm also going to be building this one. Which to me looks much, much cooler. And I'm actually working on some very intricate logo and scroll work for this entire section right here. Yeah. And I bought, well, I haven't bought it yet, but I will be ordering the most gaudy Chinese sniper scope. It is actually, it goes from right here where my mouse is. You guys, well, you guys can't see. Oh, yeah, you guys can see my mouse. It goes from right here to all the way up here, mid stock length. It is literally enormous, and it was only like 22 bucks. So, yeah. But I won't be using the dual spring because it breaks the rifle. The actual Nerf gun itself, it breaks right here. Just a single spring is more than powerful enough. So, yes. But that will be a Twitch only stream because YouTube does not like Nerf. So, YouTube thinks anything Nerf is a real poo-poo. Oh, there's the projects in Dad's garage. Senor Alex. What's going on, buddy? No, you could have a water gun and they would go, oh no, it's a pew pew, and ban you. So yeah, so we went over all of the projects. Hey, look, all of the parts for said thingamajobber that we just got done printing. So let's open the door, let them cool a little bit because it's hot in here anyway. Raj, what's going on, buddy? But yes, it'll be Twitch only, maybe a Rumble, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be building the Cynthia, and then we're going to be rebuilding the Cynthia with the other hardware. Or maybe I'll just get another kit. I don't know. And then we're going to be building one called the Antos. Yeah. I have to wait for a YouTube paycheck for that one, so that'll happen in 10 days. So, anybody got any thoughts, any questions, anything of that sort right now? Because, like I said, life has been full. There's been a lot going on, and there's even more to talk about. Hold on. Wow. Allergies. Jesus criminy. But so yeah, we've got lots and lots of projects, and how we're going to be going about getting all of this done is basically it's on the hands and backs of you guys. You know, I can't do any of this without your guys' support, honestly. I mean, you guys watching, and you guys, help supporting the channel with memberships and subscriptions and your guys' donations. That's what keeps this place running. So I just want to say thank you. I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful indeed. Clicking on the links when I throw them out there. By the way, exclamation point Polymaker gets you to my affiliate link. Or as they call them now, it's not an affiliate link, it's a partner link. So, and like I said, we gained a few sponsors, we gained a few partners over the last week and a half, and it's been I've been very grateful to be able to connect with a lot of people. And I will not be surprised one bit if Streamlabs screws it up. Yep, Streamlabs screwed it up. Shit. Oh my God. Really? What is going on with... I don't understand. I honestly do not understand. Here, I will give you guys the link directly. There you go. I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs today. It's just... I think I'm going to have to delete all the timers and all the commands and just redo the whole thing from scratch. But speaking of projects and events, you have to go somewhere else, it seems, later. Okay, buddy. Sadly, I won't be at MRF, Midwest RepRap Festival. I'll be holding down the fort for everybody else, though. All of my friends such as Projects in Dad's Garage and RJ Repo Man and Brad and how Mr. Howie Do It himself, Armored 3D Printing. So many others are going to be going to Goshen, Indiana this weekend to go to Midwest RepRap Festival and enjoying a good time. Hopefully it won't rain too much, but I'm hoping that we can connect with them a couple of times and maybe get a bit of insights of what's going on down there. There might be some pop-up streams happening. Midwest RepRap Festival. Midwest RepRap Festival. Midwest RepRap Festival. Yes. But I will be hosting the podcast tomorrow night by myself. The Makers Making podcast at 7 p.m. Eastern. For any makers out there that want to join in, that may or may not be there. I know, Sponge-Trooper. I can't talk today. Let's grab some parts off the plate here. Oh, that plate's still hot. So we have the carry handle. We have a mount slide. We have a slightly deformed something or another. And we have the target hole. There we are. That actually came in perfectly on time. So let's see what we need to put this thing together. I know we're going to need to put in some heat inserts. AFK, alrighty. And like I said, a creator by the name of Nadir, he puts together some very, very cool things. This warped. I think I'm going to reprint this. I am not happy with the way that printed. So this particular part's getting reprinted. Be right back. Okay. Okay. So let's load up the slicer here. Yeah, if you guys can't see, that did not print well. Now, I need some lighting over here. It's a little warped. You gonna remind me later to do that? Let's reprint this one little part. So let's say slice plate. I don't know why that it lifted like that. That's very odd. "24 minutes. They aren't ready to go, so now I'm sitting outside waiting." So while we're doing that, let's jump into my Discord here, into the general chat. So anybody that wants to chit chat and tell me what you're doing, what you're working on, how your day's been, whatever, feel free to join in. And camera. What the camera's not following me? I don't really like the fact that I have to keep that software up in order to get the camera to work. So it looks like we're going to need 2 heat sets in this. And this is just a cap, is all this is for the slide. And it looks like we need heat sets in this. And then that goes there. So I will come over here. LTX, hey yo! What's up, buddy? Guys, LTX Designs. LTX, Mr. LTX himself is a legend. Because I think that was his shipping notification on FedEx that I got earlier today. Dude, 30 joules. Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Was that the FedEx shipping notification I got from you? Oh, she's clean that up. Give me a moment, y'all, and I'm going to show you what he has made and is sending. And I am so excited to get it. Oh, you're shipping this weekend? Well, what in the world am I getting from Tennessee then? Wait, you're not in Tennessee. I'm now confused. Because I have a 40-pound box being sent to me from Tennessee. I won't say from where in Tennessee in case somebody doesn't want that area known. But I have a 40-pound box being sent from Tennessee. Yeah, I know you're in Texas. That just hit my brain. And I'm like, who is this? And I'm like, maybe it got redirected. I don't know. Because I've had stuff, people send stuff from one state and it actually shows that it got sent from another. So let me grab some heat sets real quick here. Maybe. Oh, yeah. They're under the camera. That's a good place to put them. Whoa, hello. Yeah. Look, my hair came out of the ponytail. It's not quite long enough for a good ponytail. By the way, what's everybody think of the new haircut? It's the same as my old haircut that I had a year ago. The irony is I'm building a contraption to put heat inserts in. And I'm putting heat inserts in manually. Looking good in the hood. Man, I don't want to look in the hood, man. The hood scares the hell out of me. Get in the hole. Tell you what, I felt so much cooler yesterday when I got my hair cut. My hairstylist, she's like, so does it feel better? I'm like, are you kidding? I felt like I was dying yesterday until I got my hair cut. I felt so much better. Oh, shit. Excuse my French. I've been really trying not to cuss on stream, but it slips out every once in a while. You know, I'm a 49-year-old man that's cussed all of his life. It's a really hard habit to break. All right, there's those two. Those are the only two that I need to put in. Oh, I don't know. I cannot tell. That clamps there. I think those are the only two. I'm not even looking at the instructions on this, y'all. You start building things enough, you start instinctively knowing based on the screw, the holes where inserts go. Beautiful. All right, so this mounts onto the back. But what's weird, doesn't seem there's a lot of clearance for that. So you really can't push these all the way through. Ouch! Shit, that's hot. Cussed again. I burnt my finger. It wasn't the it was the plastic. It was still hot. Don't do that. Don't do that. Safety second, kids. Safety second indeed. Look at the one in the description, Heidi. I probably typed it wrong. Since I've been typing everything wrong today. I literally have been typing everything wrong today. The one in the description works, I know that. Yeah, everybody's like bored as hell right now because I'm putting heat inserts in. And I do apologize. But I told you guys we're going to do, finish up a project today, and this is the one I chose. And then we're actually going to do some work on the Ender 5 because why not? You know, we've got an hour to go. And this is not there's nothing wrong with Nadir's project here, just to let you guys know. I did not print it as well as I should have. So whatever flaws are in this are my fault. I need a knife, which is probably a dangerous thing as sloppy as I have been today. Since this has to be the part here that actually slides, we have to make sure that everything works and is smooth. Nothing is jetting out. And if I am not mistaken, this needs to be an M3 by 8. Oh, damn. Yeah, we need that one piece. And then I actually need to print the spring. Then that needs to be printed in PET G or something springy because ABS is far too stiff. But that's a quick print, so we can continue printing that while we're doing other things, guys. Guys, gals. Boy, y'all went from being chatty to being quiet as sin. So, for those not going to a convention in Goshen, Indiana this weekend, what are y'all doing this weekend? What are y'all's plans? Anything fun? I need a file. Where are all my files? Oh, there's one. And let's get the screw drawer out. Ooh, we're going to need some long screws for that puppy. Da, 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 da. All right, there's one. Yep, M3 by 8. I was right. Hey, look. Squirrel moment. Oh, God, this hurts. My back feels like it's going to explode on me. I love that sound. I love this. This sound, the sound of breaking supports is just exhilarating to me. Especially with these support settings because they just fall off. All right, one more piece done. Let's put it in the box. A little bit of cleanup to do on it. Let's start the other one. I know, Jonathan, the weather's changing rapidly, isn't it? What's up, Clownhammer? How you doing, buddy? Clownhammer, you're not going to Murph either, are you? Us Colorado boys are getting stuck here. You're cooking. Yeah, it's a little warm. Yeah, next year. Hey, maybe next year we can caravan if I get my RV. How about that? We'll take that 14-hour drive. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-bum, bum. Let's get the Cynthia build up and get the next plate printing because can't stop, won't stop. Slice them, plate. Still closer than visiting the in-laws. Yeah, well, my in-laws are so close. Yeah, still don't want to visit. Actually, my in-laws live in the same. Well, my in-law, my father-in-law's passed away, but my in-law lives in the same city as my mother. That's a frightening thing anymore. Well, thank you, thank you. I'm trying. Except for my hair fell out. Right here. See? Fell out of the ponytail. There we go. We're trying to finish up this little project here so we can work on this printer over here. You guys can't see at the moment because I'm standing right here. And the camera's following me. Oh, this is fascinating. So why does this have to be put on in multiple pieces? Is there a purpose to that? Well, it's very loose, that's for sure. But I don't understand why it has to be put on in multiple pieces. Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah, it's just seek make, not maker. Seek make. And these are going to be shorter. These are going to have to be M3 by 6. Maybe even M3 by 4. Do I have enough of these little shorties? Houston, we may have run into a problem. We may have, I don't know, man. I make my own thumbnails, my friend. With the help of me and Canva. Canva is my friend. Well, maybe that's what I should do. I actually have a referral code for Canva. Should probably put that in the description somewhere since I use it so much. One, two, three, four. Maybe that's enough. We'll find out. I hope you're doing well as well. Hope you're doing very well. Hope everybody's summer is starting off exceedingly good. These are going to be M3x6s. M3x4s are too short. Not enough thread. You guys know that I don't ever bother ordering M3x6s. There are no M3x6s in this kit. There are no M3x6s in this kit. We might have a couple here. There's two there. Oh, there's two more there. I think we got it covered. I think we got it covered, chat. Y'all are wondering because the camera's not pointing down here. You're like, what the hell is he talking about? Well, I am putting this together. This little guy here. I just realized I haven't turned any music on all day. We might have to think about that here in a minute. So on the printer behind me, the Ender 5, the only real thing left on that is to wire up the AC and then start wiring and programming the MCU and the Pi. Voila! And this goes here. And I'm going to use M3x6 there. I just got really, really lucky because I found some more. Jesus. Some more M3x6s. We makers use a lot of screws. It's one of the things that we have trouble keeping in stock is screws. Constant supplies of screws are difficult to keep in stock. What's up, Dragon? How you doing? Welcome. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. And voila. So I do believe that I actually have some heat inserts I have to put into this thing. And that actually requires a nut, and that requires a nut, and some very long screws. Ugh. That requires a heat insert. That requires glue. What are you up to today, Dragon's Gravy? I hope you're doing well. Let's get this print cleaned up here. I'll clean the base of the printer out in a little bit. And we got that going, but we forgot to actually hit print. It has been such a long day. So, you know what we can do? You got that new Mountain Dew cream soda. Not that bad. You know, I don't drink soda anymore. I wish I could try it. Get back in the ponytail. I am drinking Crystal Light watermelon water. Tastes good though. Gives me at least a little bit of flavor. I usually drink a lot. Well, I used to drink a lot of sweet tea. But anymore, it's coffee and flavored water. Luca, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is a little bit, my printer didn't do too well. It's a little bit wobbly. But it's not the model's fault. It is my fault. And it is what it is. We will deal with it and move on. So let's see if, yep, that's long enough. Good job. I am doing well today. How are you, my friend? Ugh. I'm trying to get this nut in here. You know, well, I had thought that the nut got on there, but apparently it didn't. Dark says it's gross. Well, then I don't want one. I would prefer not to drink things that I'm going to throw away. Feeling good. What are we building? We're building a PC? No, we are building, there we go. A fully printable heat insert press from Nadir on printables.com. He's a great creator. He makes numerous tool heads and other fun projects. And we're using M3 by 30s. I think these might be overkill, but I'm not positive of that. But I'm using, they're not totally overkill. I'm using what's in my bin right here. So I'm going to be building a Frax heat press, but this project caught my eye. I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of people that can't afford to go build a Frax because they're like 60, 70 bucks. And one day I'll actually be able to afford to build one of those. Maybe I'll get one sponsored to me. Who knows? But then I saw this project. I'm like, you know what? The average everyday person can afford a few rolls, a roll, I should say, of filament. Oh boy. This won't be fun the way my back feels. Oh, Lord. You know, especially like places like Central 3D Printing where you can get a roll of ABS for like 16, 18 bucks. And thank you, Heidi. You are awesome on the ball. And Nadir, you know, he found the stealth press and decided to remodel it to be something fully 3D printed. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to print this for the populace and see if it's any good. And so far, I like it. Good stretch. That's about how I have to get. I have to get down and get busy because everything hurts. So we're missing 2 heat inserts, by the way. So let's whoa, get over here. I'm gonna. I don't like these. Let me use this file to get this plastic out of the way. There we go. So, you know, I was like, I want to find solutions for the everyday person that just doesn't have a lot of money. Yes, I know. I saw that Walmart sent it to my watch and said it's here. And you know, he's got adapters for like 3 different, you know, a universal adapter, and then he has adapters for like a couple different soldering irons. And I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of people out there that just don't have the money to buy, you know, like a Frax kit or what have you. Or they just have other things they want to spend their money on, right? And they don't do a lot of heat inserts, but something like this will do the job. So I may actually have this upside down. I don't know. We'll find out. And I'm actually not following the instructions. Where you're from, I got no idea, Luca. Not a clue. Yikes. There we go. I may have to pull those 2 screws out that I put in there once we actually start the spring printing. But so far, this is how this goes together. What do you guys think? You're from Germany. Well, awesome. My family hails from pretty much Norway and Germany, where my roots come from. So Ah, that part looks much better. Mucho better. Oh, well, I got to put heat inserts on this too. Everything needs heat inserts. Let's turn it back on. Well, just keep whining. What do we got here? Drip Simone, welcome. How is the weather? The weather is hot and windy. I mean, hot. Not just hot, it's damn hot. What is going on with this thing? Oh, okay. You're finally going to start printing. Sometimes the Centauri Carbon 2 takes a reboot to get things moving. The Centauri Carbon, it's not the Carbon 2. By the way, what's everybody's opinion, those familiar with the product? What are you guys' opinion on the Centauri Carbon 2 Emoji Edition? I'm not a big fan of marketing things like that on things like 3D printers and stuff. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Perfect. I've just never thought that that was a good idea. You know? Exactly. Dumb idea, good printer. And, you know, I am a huge fan of Elegoo, just like I'm a huge fan of. Whoa, what the heck? Ugh. Wow. We may actually have to ream this out. It's a little bit tight clearance in there. I'm a huge fan of Elegoo, as well as, you know, other companies other than, well, frankly, I'm not a fan of Bamboo. They have great printers, bad company. But I was like, we're going to need M3 by 26. So let's get this long screw kit out and grab that. M3 by 30, M3. Ooh. Is 30 the smallest I have? No, that can't be right. Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah, I got a couple of these. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to throw marketing materials like that on a printer. You know, it just really doesn't make sense. So they had to have struck some sort of wicked good idea and wicked good marketing thing. They did it for the kids. Big deal. You know, the thing is they're not selling these to kids. They're selling them to their parents. The number one selling printer in the world for children to use is the Bamboo A1 Mini. And the reason it is because it's easy to use and it flat works. They didn't have to resort to marketing gimmicks. Tell me I'm wrong. No, tool changer is not the way to go for kids. 4 colors is enough. AMS is fine. The Anycubic Cobra X is positioned to take over the planet in that realm for children. But they're not going to be able to get tool changers to that price point for quite some time. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a little sexy? Digging it. All right, so since I don't need any more of these, let's see if we can. So we don't have the spring on this yet. So this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to have to pull those out. Oh, let's get the spring printing while we're talking about this. Prepare. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and print the spring in ABS, and we'll see how badly it does. Oh yeah, there is one more that I have to do on the back. Crap. Oh well. Actually, we better do that before we do anything. Dang it, guys. There's always one more. Yeah, you can get a $700 tool changer. The problem is it doesn't work that well right now. It's got bugs. The Flash Forge tool changer, it's there. And you can get the Snapmaker U1 for $769 right now. It works and it's awesome. But parents don't want to spend that kind of money on their children for 3D printers. Not yet, anyway. So they're looking for the $200 to $500 option for their kids at most. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate you. Luca, thank you for being here. I mean, that's just based on the market research that I've done. For those of you that don't know, I actually have a number of degrees, and one of them is in marketing. And I've actually enjoyed. Oh, I've got two. Jesus, I got two that I have to put in still. I enjoy actually looking through, trying to figure out what the market's going to do in our space. And parents don't buy printers for their kids that cost $700. At least not until their kids start profiting with them. That is the second time I've dropped that. So I can tell you with this kit, you're going to need a lot of M3 heat set inserts. Which, by the way, are very cheap. Damn it, this is going to hurt. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Have I ever seen the printers Juggerbot makes? No, Dragon, I haven't. Throw a link to them in my Discord if you would. I'm always interested in other people's printers. Always interested. Especially if it's something I can make. Well, Craig, I actually think Soval is going to beat everybody in the market in that. So their new tool changer is going to be coming out at a price point of $1,500, but I have this feeling that there's going to be a middle end tool changer that they're going to produce. It's going to be middle market version. I think Soval is going to be the ticket on that. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for modding today, Heidi. That's pretty awesome, Dragon. That's pretty awesome indeed. Handmade printers are awesome. I am very fascinated by handmade stuff. All right, I am tired of this thing falling off, so here comes the CA glue. And the activator. The K3 looks like it's going to be a fairly interesting printer. My biggest problem with Creality is they're going the route that Bamboo is with more closed ecosystem. Now, the irony of that is you have three companies that are owned by the same conglomerate. You have Soval, Comgrow, and Creality. And all three companies have different attitudes towards open source. Soval welcomes it with open arms. Creality used to, but then they said, nah, we want to close our ecosystem. I don't like that so much. Comgrow is more of the industrial side, the print farm side. They just really don't care about anything. I got nothing against Creality whatsoever. I have an entire room full of Creality printers. So obviously I don't have an issue with them. Other than that ethic about open source. But I think Soval is going to be a leader in the market here in the next 9 months. What's up, Squid? My sister, how are you? So, I mean, I think Soval is going to be a big leader. I think Elegoo is going to be a big leader if they actually open up their ecosystem a little bit more, and actually start doing things more on the open source scale. Anycubic is they're doing things the right way. You know, they need to be on. Everybody needs to be on that open source kick, because without it, this whole industry is just going to go away. Sorazel, yeah, I understand that. I've been working outside for the past 4 days, 5 days, and I can't recover. It's just not happening. My body just does not want to recover. I'm hurting, girl. I'm hurting. But you should be proud of me. I'm down to 263. I don't look near as fat as I used to. Still fat, but not near as fat. I literally, everybody, I literally saw a picture of myself. Okay, my back gate's not open. I saw a photo of myself standing right here, this exact space in me. Stop it. January. My belly came out to right here. It was 8 inches bigger. I was shocked at how fat I was. But now we have to wait for the spring to print for this guy. And then this press will be actually done. You figure that your belly's the only thing that's bought and paid for? I mean, there is that. Clown Hammer, did you get your truck fixed? And I need to talk to Justin, by the way. Wow. Geez, Squid. Holy crap. That's what you call a tough bird. There's another one down here I missed. Why do we have to put more and more in here? I heard you got your freedom back. Awesome. I heard a rumor that we may not have an event center for next year's Rocky Mountain. I got to talk to Justin. There was something in the news the other day that the buildings that Rocky Mountain uses will be down for renovation during the time period that we use them. It's a rumor. I don't know if it's confirmed or not. Damn it. That's 3 of these I've dropped on the floor. Yeah, Jonathan, it was actually, we were talking about it the other day, and I actually got, it was in the Loveland, one of the Loveland Gazette or whatever the hell it was. I was very, very curious if there was any truth in it, and if Justin had actually talked to them about if those dates were still going to be open. Because, you know, because I thought that they were going to be shutting those. We had looked, and I thought they were shutting those down in 2028. Craig, you know what? I'm actually trying to make it this year to Lone Star, and I do too. I hope that it's a successful event. As a matter of fact, one of the new companies that I'm working with, that's one of the things I'm trying to get accomplished, is to get them to pay to send me there. Perfect. Now we just got to get the spring to put in that carrier right there. Look. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. And this is all the effort of Mr. Nadir off of Printables. The printed rail is extraordinarily difficult to actually print. You're only 15 minutes away. You know what? The hotels are a little bit pricey up there. Just a tad bit pricey. And there's got to be some way to actually get this to smooth out just a bit. Because it is, you know, it is a little bit wobbly. But for being 3D printed, this isn't bad. I imagine once you get the spring pressure on it, it'll help a lot. So, yeah, the ranch doesn't have any actual news on it. But if you look at their master plan, there is a mention, but there's no details. It's I'm just curious, because we know that they're going to be doing renovations on those buildings, and they're building that new complex to the northeast. So I'm just wondering. No, northwest. Would be northwest. I don't remember. I'd actually have to go look at the map, and I don't want to do that right now. So we have to wait for that part to actually print, and that's going to be an hour from now. And I might be off stream by then. I don't know. We'll see. See how well I feel. But what I'm going to do right now, y'all. Yeah, behind the Peterson building. That's the one. Yeah. Let's bring up my playlist, all the music that I have. And I'm going to take a quick break since I've been standing here. All of this time. I need a little bit of a break. That works. So what we're going to do is let's go to the printing cam here and take me off. And you're on your daughter's trampoline. Take that camera off and take that camera off. Oh, Lord. That way I can do some stretching. Oh, I'll still be here, be able to chat with you guys. But my back is on fire. Oh my God. That was painful. Oh Lord. I think I just blew out a knot in my back. Goods acquired for Pezliz. Awesome. You know what? There's absolutely nothing going on in the other printer, so let's do this. There we go. I'm hoping that Lone Star will be a good time. Oh, Lord. I don't know how that spring's going to turn out. It's not liking that print already, guys. Yeah, we're trying to go to Lone Star. I'm trying to drag Wifey along, and she's like, I don't want to go. Oh. But yeah, I'm not too concerned about losing weight fast. Just losing weight steadily is what I'm looking at. I don't want to take one of the boys. I want to take my wife. If I have to, I'll do it Texas style and hog tie your butt and throw you into the bottom of the airplane. You'll end up as carry-on baggage. And then you'll enjoy it. Because you'll be staying in a nice hotel. We're going to arrive the day before. That way you got time to go visit, fun things. We'll leave the day after. That way you got time to visit fun things. Come on, chat. Tell my wife it'll be fun. Besides, these 3D printing, expos and conventions are actually fun. It's not just about 3D printing, it's about the fun you have there. Yeah. But Clownhammer, your wife steals your printers. There's a slight difference there. That's true. I've actually witnessed her do that when you were, you know, on the podcast. Yeah, I mean, I saw her walk in, take a roll of filament, walk out. Everybody's like, huh? I'm like, yep. See, he told me she does it. There's a witness. There it happens. And see, I offered to put a printer on my wife's desk, but she doesn't want to learn software for slicing. She would rather make me slice stuff and print it for her. Even though she has a much larger desk than I do. I mean, hell, I'll build her a V0, a small printer to put on her desk. That way she can make all the little tchotchkes she wants. I mean, I actually considered buying my wife a Bamboo A1 because, I mean, let's just be honest. A monkey can run a Bamboo printer. It's point, click, and go. Especially with anything you download off of Maker World. I mean, yeah, the Cobra X is easy too. I see, I'm bullying her. Everybody, I'm bullying my wife. Fine, I'll go and learn 3D printing. She's gonna get addicted. She's gonna get addicted. And now I have a reason to spend money. Oh, now she's shaming me. Look at this, guys. She's shaming me. My wife is shaming me. I swear. Jeez. All right. Meow. My wife is shaming me. Turn this down. Oh my Lord. So, Caleb, what's happening? Legendary. Caleb is in the chat. All right. We're going to work on this guy here, the Ender 5 now, while we're waiting for that to print. And, oh, let's get this in the range of the overhead. I need to wire up the AC on this, and I got to remember how to do that because I always forget. Wiring up AC to the mains. But what all stuff needs to be made in the house? Other than a few things. I mean, I know that there's some kitchen counter stuff that you want made, but I don't know what else. Yellow, red, and blue is neutral. All right. So let's get to the right camera. Boom. So unfortunately, I can't turn this completely. Well, yeah, I can. No, I can't because I'll break the tool head. Yeah. Let's see. Can I? What can I do here? Let's take a couple of skirts and tip it up. Ugh. Maybe. There we go. Go around the other side, around the outside, around the outside. LRS 350. This one is not labeled properly. What's up, Kevin? How are you? Welcome. We are currently wiring up a power supply to the AC plug, and then we are going to wire it into the board so that we can start programming the printer. Where's my side cam? Oh, there I am. Mad Dog Jeff is in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. So that's actually the new active. I don't like that picture. I'm gonna find a better damn picture. There we are. Well, that doesn't make any sense either. Well, thank you. Some of my own music. I appreciate you liking it. Dun, 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 dun. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so we got this on the wrong damn one. Red, black. Ooh, loosen that up a bit. Here we are. And neutral ground. Okay, and then we need to get this out of here. Yep, she's sending me on a guilt trip. She is. Still hasn't told me what all needs to be made in the house. I mean, just think. Whoa, almost took that yellow good door off. Almost pulled an Uncle Jesse twice. All right, we're using the SKR3 Easy board on this puppy. Am I looking forward to being the Grand Poobah tomorrow on the Maker Stream? You know, I was going to do it before, and I'll do it again. It's, yeah, sure. It's not a big deal to me. If anybody is interested and you are not going, if you are going or not going, it doesn't matter. If you're interested in being on the show tomorrow night, make sure to be in, look for the notification in Projects in Dad's Garage's Discord, 7 p.m. Eastern, as always. And I'll be there, and I hope you guys will be too. You know, we'll have some stuff to talk about. Well, yeah, I'm making stuff. I've been designing stuff. I haven't forgotten. I'm designing custom stuff. I didn't want to just give you just random stuff. I wanted to make you stuff that's custom that from my heart. SKR3EZ. The user manual. Let's go look at this thing. We need power. The power in. DC in. Positives on the bottom towards hotbed. Need a flathead for this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I'm gonna have to mow my weeds since I don't have grass. No grass. I'm just gonna leave this long for now, and I will redo this later. So when we program the toolhead board, it's going to have to be USB since the SKR3EZ does not have native CAN bus on it, and I don't have a U2C adapter or an I2C adapter. Okay, so we have everything except for the toolhead board connected. And I don't have a 5-volt on it for the Pi. So that's going to be fun. And we've been going for 2 hours, 15 minutes. And that damn spring isn't done yet. So we almost got some projects completed. Well, I haven't showed you anything because it ain't done. I am being such a smart ass. So let's do a little bit of cleanup here, because that's one of my bad habits is after, before I show, I don't ever clean anything up. And it always just, evolves into a disaster. So put those up, put those up, put those. By the way, everybody, in case you guys didn't see, I did make a horn stand for my drinking horn. Let's go to this screen right here. If you have a drinking horn and you would like this, I'm going to be putting this up on my Maker World this afternoon. So if it's the drinking horns that you can find on Amazon, so it's pretty sick. And yeah, it works very well. I wanted to add some scroll work onto it, but I had an issue. It doesn't print right with scroll work at all. It's a pain in the ass. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So everybody, you know what? It's that time. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. And then I'm going to jump out. And when I'm done, in about 15 minutes or so, then I'll jump back in over at Projects and Dad's Garage's Discord. So, namaste, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Gold to my heathens. I'm a better Viking than the heathen himself. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Those of you who are going to Murph, be safe. Safe travels. May the wind be at your backs. Guys, kick some ass and have some fun this weekend. See you guys hopefully Friday night, and I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm out of here.